Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Helena from Gink Design and you are watching from the Aussie Deco Transfer page. I think also my page. So when you come on, say hello and let me know you're here. Today I will be working with this beautiful decoupage paper from the new Luxe range from Aussie Deco Transfers. This one is called Moody Blues and she's just gorgeous, gorgeous. So I'm quite excited to get to show you her. And hi Krista, hi Valerie. So yeah, thank you Krista. Today's my birthday. So this is the birthday live, and I'm not going to tell you any lies. I'm a little bit delicate today because I was celebrating last night, that late with cocktails, but sure. It's only once a year. It's not every weekend. So Krista, I hope you're feeling better. Sent me all my love. And Krista is another one of Aussie Deco Transfers brand ambassadors who has not been well recently. So just sending her love here. What I am going to do today, last week, I did Queen of Spades and I used PVA watered down, and this week I am going to use a top coat. Sorry, it's just started to rain really heavily. Of course, we're in Ireland, of course. It's 22 degrees and raining. So today I'm just using Polyvine Clear Satin top coat. So the equivalent to Dixie Belle top coat. So it's very thin and it dries clear. I am going to be using, hi Anya, thanks for joining. Hi Joe, thanks for joining. And Valerie, thank you. Yes, thank you and welcome. So I might be a little bit under the weather today, but be all right. We'll be all right. So this top coat I'm using is very, very thin. And I've been watching all the other brand ambassadors lives. Remember to follow the EDT page. There's brand ambassadors on, our content creators every day, and showing you how to use these, best practice and all that. So I was always used to decoupaging with tissue paper. This type of paper, 40 GSM with the wee fibers, it's not my specialty. So I've been watching the other brand ambassadors and I've picked up a couple of really good hints and tips that I'm going to pass on to you today. Sharing is caring. So our first top tip came from Krista, who's here. Put your blue tool in a plastic bag to save it from getting any glue on it. That's a great top tip. That worked really well last week. The other top tip was from Wendy at Elwyn Cottage. And Wendy, because last week, do you remember, if you joined me, I don't like straight edges on any paper when I'm decoupaging. So I would rip the edge and make it jiggy jaggedy because it's easier to blend in. But then Wendy was like, oh, don't be doing that, Helena. Get a wet paintbrush and just draw with the wet paintbrush the bit that you want to remove, and it'll come off very easily and it'll give you a lovely natural edge. So I have her taped onto this this unit. There's this I'm going to take off with the wet paintbrush, and then there's a handle here. So there's a handle here, and these handles cannot be removed. I've tried everything; they cannot be removed. I am not still tipsy. Joe's just lack of sleep. So what I'm going to do is cut around the handle with the wet paintbrush just to show you how that works. And I am going to get rid of me and my big face. And you can look at, did I do that right? Yeah, haha, little me. So I'm, because you're here to see the work, not me. So first of all, yeah, just have a cup of water and a wet paintbrush. And I'm just going to draw around this handle and out to the side with some water. We're going to see how this works. Last week was the first time I'd ever used anything like this. So I think we've done all right. I think the Queen of Spades it went on great, and it was a highly textured surface, so I didn't know the so I didn't mind, you know, the glue was a bit thick, which created a bit of texture. I didn't actually mind that. So you can see where I'm just pulling the paper and where I have wet it. It has just come away. Yeah, so that's the first top tip from Wendy, and that has worked great. And I am just going to do the same across the top, because I do not want, I don't like straight lines, although this is going to the top of the door, so it actually might be all right. And then I'm going to have to stick a wee bit of tape on it, because just to hold it while we start to work. So you can see how easy it was to get rid of that straight edge and get a more natural edge. And I will just recycle some of this tape. Now, for anyone who follows me regularly, you know that all my pieces are mixed media. You know that I love texture, because I just love adding texture and adding things to my pieces. So underneath this, I have added crackle. I do love this crackle, so I've added the crackle in white, because I do want to put her on a light background. But I've put a purple under this crackle, because there's a beautiful purple in her, and I've got green under this crackle, because down here in her hair is green. So I don't know what that's going to be like. I hope in my head it's going to be fabulous, but I don't know. We'll see. I also have my favorite Posh Chalk metallic paste. So at the end, I have green here and I have black. I also have a red somewhere, but I have my little tool, the little Posh Chalk paste tool, and I will come across her hair with these coloured metallic waxes at the very, very end, and then it'll give beautiful texture across her. And in my head, this is going to be amazing, just amazing. You're just going to say, oh my God, it's fabulous. So what I'm going to do now is, another top tip. I have watched so many videos on this week, so many. So another top tip is to spray your paper with water, with your mister, and apparently that helps to get, see all these creases from the folds, apparently they will all just disappear. Hi Emma, thanks for joining. Thank you. So that's right, that's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to spray the paper with my water mister, and then I am going to come in with my top coat on my foam brush. We're going to start. Now you just need a little bit. The thinner the better. As I say, my PVA was a little bit too thick and created texture, which I wanted. I don't mind, because the whole piece here was covered in snake skin texture. But obviously, if you're decoupaging and you want a super smooth finish, and you do not want texture. So here we go now. I'll get that tape off now that we've got a bit of glue on the piece. And I'll come in with my blue tool, which is wrapped in plastic, and I will start to smooth her out. And being over here, these are quite robust, these papers, so I can see an air bubble, I can lift it. I can push it down again. And as always, guys, I'll take you off the stand and I'll bring you in super close at the end. Hey Nick, thanks for joining. So these are the top tips that I myself have just learned this week, because I'm new to these papers. So yeah, it's beautiful. And I think there was a line, wasn't there, right across there, and you can see that it's gone. There's still a full line here, because I haven't done that bit yet. So I'm going to just lift her up and continue on from where I left off with my top coat. Let's say you can use any top coat, any brand, as long as it's thin. thin top coat. And these little sponge brushes for £2, I think, for 5 in the Works for anyone who lives in the UK. And the Works is online as well, so you don't have to, if you can't get to their store, it's online. So that's they were super cheap. I'm just going to spray the paper. Hi Cindy, thank you. Hi Caroline, thank you. So I'm just going to spray the back of the paper again, and back in the blue tool. And you can you see the difference? There's the fold line, and there it's gone, disappeared. So I'll just lift her up and pushing out any of the air bubbles with our blue tools. The Aussie Decor Transfer Blue Tool. They're like our signature tools. They are amazing. We initially brought them out for our self-adhesive decoupage papers, and then quickly realised that they are brilliant for this type as well. So back in with our blue tool, I'm just pushing her down. So when I bring you in close to the end, you are going to see what I was talking about with that effect, and why I did the paint effect underneath her. Hi Sarah, thanks for joining. So I just haven't I'll do around this wee handle. As I say, I tried everything to get these handles off. I've never come across a handle like it. I even had, there's like a nail punch you get that you put on top of the nail on your hammer. I even had 2 of them at the other side of it, trying to unhammer them. So there's a wee bit there just close to the handle, and I will come in with the wet paintbrush and just get rid of that. So these are all top tips today. Now see how far, yeah. So I'm going to go down to the bottom. I maybe need to put it down it slightly. Put it down slightly. Woo. Usually when I start touching the camera is when things go wrong. So we're going over a drawer here. The drawer front and the bit that's in between the drawers. So I'm pushing it down quite firmly to get it tight to that. We need to give it another little spray underneath because the paper's quite dry there. And here we go again. Bring it down quite tight across the drawer thing and onto the drawer. There is a little bit of carving here at the top, which I am going to highlight at the end, so that's why that bit's not stuck over it, because you don't need it to be. I'm going to do that with those metallic pastes and make a real feature out of it. Because I'm always adding mouldings, I'm always adding Ouija bend, or I'm always adding something to my pieces to try and give it that extra little bit of detail. And this piece actually has its own carving. So yeah, I'm definitely going to utilise that. Right, I'm going to go over to the next door now. So I'll just check the camera. Right, so the next door then, there's this bit here, and this bit here is over this door, so I'll just do it. If I don't lie, hi Siobhan Fox, hi Anna, thanks for joining. So for those just joining, and for everyone who's here, because it is my birthday, I'm going to give you all a discount code. So it's a 10% off discount code. You must go through my affiliate link and then enter my code at the end, at the checkout, and it'll give you 10% off, and it'll run for 1 week from today until the 19th of June. So you have a week. And remember, there is Aussie Decor Transfers are having a competition. that you can win 120 Aussie dollars worth of product, but you must use a Luxe paper to enter. So you're getting 10% off for a week. So I say you should all go and get Luxe papers with your 10% off. So I don't know if we'll keep this bit over here. I don't know. I'll decide later if I like it or not. But for the time being, hi Maria, thank you. But for the time being, we'll keep it on that. I'll spray the back of the paper again. These are such great tips, you know, from Krista, from Wendy, and Crystal. And I'm very grateful because, as I say, I only really have used tissue paper. Thin tissue paper. So these top tips have really helped me. The spraying of the water on the back of it. So I've actually got a wee line there, and with our blue tool, just gonna push it out. And this is super. So that is it all on. Do you know what time are we at? How are you, Karen? It's my mother. What time? 15 minutes. So we started at 6. It's now 16 minutes past 6, and it is on. So these are fantastic, absolutely fantastic. So I'm coming in right with a wet paintbrush again, and I'm going to go around the natural, or the piece of carving that's already on this, and I'm going to remove the paper and just show you that the wet paintbrush is just acting like a pair of scissors on this paper. So you would get a very straight line if your hand is not shaky, and if you haven't been celebrating your birthday late into the night, you would get a really, really sharp line. So, hi Liz, thanks for joining. Hi Nikki, Hanan, thanks for joining. This is one of my favourite designs, Liz, because it's just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So just pulling the paper, and hopefully it just tear down that line. And just remove it. I don't want to do it too tight because I want to be able to come in with my scalpel when it's dry and tidy up all that. I'll just push it in again. Nikki, I am here because it's my birthday. I have a special discount code to give everyone to get 10% off all their EDT products and to celebrate my birthday. If you go through my affiliate link. So isn't that good? Right, so that's her on. I'm going to just do one coat of the same top coat over the top of her. Again, not too much. And then I will let that dry. When she is dry, I will trim any edges, trim across the top of the drawer. Trim around the mouldings, all that. Do all that when it's dry. So I'm going to take these in closer. Take off the stand. This is usually when I drop the camera and then end the live. Right. So here you can see the texture, the crackle texture I put in underneath her. I'm just waiting for it. See, that still shines through the paper. I done the crackle in the colours of the paper, Nikki. So there's blue crackle, green crackle, purple crackle. And you can just see it through, coming through her, which gives her a beautiful texture. the colours then I'm going to come in, I'm going to blend in the colours of Mermaid Tail by Dixie Belle, and I think some amethyst, but I just really like the crackle effect. So this is the crackle with no paper on, and then this is it with the paper, so you can still see it across through it. And this is just, isn't she just beautiful? So, and I can't open the doors, oh no. I was going to show you what's inside, but I can't because I've decoupaged right over. So then come down over the drawer, and this is the drawer, and then you can see where the paper ends. But I have done this cool effect in all different colours. This is just some of the excess top coat. So I've done some really cool colours and effects. There's the purples, really brighten this. You see? And that then is the background. So this is all, I did this all white, but I think now that she's on, I'm going to come in with those colours, and I'm going to do the dark across and fade the dark into the light, and then that would be the painting of her. So yeah, I just like to add texture, and I like to add a bit of interest to everything. And just try to make it a bit different. Sorry, I'm moving these about there, and these are a bit. Maybe you're getting seasick. Right, there's the camera's definitely in. So I also have an update for you all from anyone that was here with me on Wednesday. We used some black gold leaf, metallic gold leaf. We stenciled the gold leaf size onto the tabletop. Hey, my touch. Thanks, happy birthday to me. So we used to stencil with the gold leaf size. So then when we put our black metallic gold leaf on, it stuck to the stencil and it gave leaves. So that was black on black. We then put some Aussie Decor transfers on. We then poured resin on, and then at the end of it, we sprinkled some Posh Chalk pigments in pale gold. And then I've left it sitting for 3 days to dry. So I hope you can see. So you can see the black, you can see how gorgeous it is to start with. It might be a little bit too bright in here. You can see the Posh Chalk pigments made, it's just too bright maybe. But the resin worked really well. The resin was amazing. And then the Posh, see this, you can see like that's the Posh Chalk pigments. So when it settled into the resin, it gave the most beautiful effect. It actually looks, some of the pigments landed on top of the transfers, on top of the resin, so it gives a real three-dimensional feel to it when you look at it. And you can really see, but you can't on camera, but you can see the black metallic gold leaf leaves. So when you look into a pond, I have a pond down the garden, and when you look into my pond, all the foliage at the bottom of the pond, you can see it, but it's black. But you know it's plants. And this gave exactly the same. You can't see it. No, I think it's too bright. And I don't know how I'm going to photograph it, but I thought I'd give you a wee update on how the resin went, because everyone had joined me on Wednesday. And now Siobhan is back, so I'm not doing any more Wednesdays. So anyway, that's a little update into that experiment. And if you follow me, you know I just experiment with products. But this is fabulous. This is the Posh Chalk pigments, and that really just added to it. So I'm going. The cow is beautiful. So I'm going to take you back up. Moody Blues, and now this was done with top coat with polyvine clear satin, a sponge brush. We cut out any bits with a wet paintbrush, And what else did we do? What was the other top tip? Oh, we sprayed the paper. We made the paper wet, and then the wet paper just suctioned itself onto the door, and then I pushed the air bubbles out, and yeah. So I think, has anyone any questions? So remember, do you know what? I'll tell you what your code is. So your 10% off code for this week is Helena's. So it's Helena 'S, Helena's birthday. And you go through my affiliate. I think you have to go through my affiliate link, which is at the top of this video, which is pinned to the top of Gink Design's page. But I think my affiliate link is maybe at the top of all the posts to do with Aussie Deco transfer products. But you must go through the affiliate link, and then at the checkout put in Helena's birthday, all in capital letters. But I'm gonna obviously post that on the post for you to all see. You can get your Posh Chalk pigments from me, Druzanne told me. Yes, I do. Nikki's a great stockist of all things and Aussie Deco transfers. Oh, you're welcome, Joe. As I said, I've spent all week watching other people, decoupage and just, do you know what? It's just brilliant to see, because I've decoupaged for years, but I have never used this type of paper with those fibers and that. So it has been great to see what other people do. And then I like to work with texture, so my thing is trying to get a bit of texture in behind the paper. And then when I blend this in, yeah, I think it's going to look, you still have the crackle. You maybe lose the green if I blend in with whites over into darks with chalk paints, you might lose. But then the whole top of this is rainbow colored crackle. So yeah, I think it'll be grand. And we're adding more Would You Bend onto this because there's some moldings, but I think we need more. Definitely, we need more. And then I will post. Thank you, Tracy. Thanks for joining. Thanks. Happy birthday to me. I'm not hungover. I might be slightly delicate. So that's it. That's it for me. Thanks everyone for joining. I will see you all then next Sunday at 6 o'clock. And what am I doing next Sunday? Next Sunday, I think I'm doing stencil work. Yeah, I think I'm doing stencil work. But I probably will do stencil work over the top of a decoupage piece. So I'll see you all next Sunday at 6. And remember, your 10% discount. And thanks for joining me on my messy birthday. Bye. Thank you.